All right, guys, welcome to the King Tornado Man show. I'm getting ready to do a weather update. Um, going to do a weather update, and I'm um, going to do going to do a weather update. So let's get going into the weather update. I do want to point out that today is the 28th year anniversary of the April 16th, 1998 tornado outbreak. So let me share this video real quick, and then we'll get going with the weather. Sharing this real quick. All right, we're gonna get going with the weather update. And it says so far people can hear me, so it's good. All right, let's get going with the. I can already hear the warning alerts going off on the thing. What you guys will hear when I screen share. All right, here we go. I'm gonna screen share weather-wise, and here's what it looks like across the area. We'll go to composite here in just a second. So actually, we'll go ahead and go to composite now. So what's going on here is um, the how do I say? What's going on here is the Storm Prediction Center has cleared the severe weather risk to go southwest and south. You see some rain over in eastern Kentucky. Western Kentucky is under a severe thunderstorm watch. Severe thunderstorm watch for Western Kentucky. Says the tornado threat is 20%. Severe thunderstorm watch reports in northern Arkansas, southern Illinois, extreme western Kentucky, southern Missouri. Okay, so there is a tornado risk on it. Hmm. There is a tornado risk on it. We'll look at the severe thunderstorm warnings here in just a minute. It's almost in the parts of western Kentucky. So let's look at the HazCam here in Litchfield. Oh, what's going on here? There it goes. Let me do that again. So they've issued a severe thunderstorm watch for western Kentucky. And it says, we'll read it real quick. Severe thunderstorm watch reports in northern Arkansas, southern Illinois, extreme western Kentucky, southern Missouri. Effective Thursday afternoon from 2 o'clock p.m. Central Time to 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Primary threats include scattered large hail, isolated to very large hail up to 2.5 inches in diameter possible, scattered damaging wind gusts to 70 mile per hour possible, a tornado or two possible. Hold on a minute. I think they may have done it to us. I think they may have updated it to a slight risk. And if that's the case, we're going to have to watch western Kentucky very carefully. A tornado or two is possible. Several clusters of strong to severe storms are currently ongoing, with additional development anticipated across the region this afternoon. Strong buoyancy coupled with moderate deep layer vertical shear will support organized storm structures capable of large to very large hail. Some Boeing liner segments with an attempt risk for damaging winds are possible. With time, the tornado threat is expected to remain low but not zero. Okay. This will include the counties, the Kentucky counties included are Ballard, Fulton, Livingston, Callaway, Graves, McCracken, Carlisle, Hickman, and Marshall. We're going to watch western Kentucky very carefully. I do want to say this. If you're in or close to the watch area, let's say Marion, Princeton, down the Trigg County, land between the lakes, you might as well go ahead and count yourself in, because severe thunderstorm watches can go severe thunderstorm warnings can go outside of a watch zone. So we'll need to watch that very carefully. So we're going to go to the Litchfield, Kentucky HazCams. Let's take a look at out here in Litchfield. Began to wonder if I need to turn my weather radio on in case we do get warnings in the local coverage area. But western Kentucky, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Then we will break in on YouTube if we get a tornado warning. And so far, I'm not seeing that. Seeing a tornado warning yet. So here's what it looks like here in Litchfield. This HazCam is provided by Grayson County Emergency Management. I thank them for providing this HazCam. There's cars running up Highway 62. I bet that's school traffic coming from the middle school, considering it is after school hours. No, I don't think buses would still be. Yeah, they may still be running. They might still be running. But that's Litchfield. All right, let's get off HazCams. We're going to look at Kentucky. They're in the severe thunderstorm watch, and I kind of want to look and see if there's anything. I know our HazCam is in it, so let's go look at Gage, Kentucky. I need. Where's the HazCam? radar. There it is. Gage, Kentucky. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm going to full screen this. Oh, wow. Clouds here is storm cloud. It means it's getting ready to rain or it's getting ready to storm or something. But this is what it looks like in Gage, Kentucky right now. But whenever there's a thunderstorm watch, I'm not going to do severe weather coverage unless there's a tornado warning. Now, if there's a tornado warning, then I will jump on YouTube and we will cover it for the people that's in that area in Western Kentucky. So we will we'll figure out what's going to go on as far as that. But yeah, you can see the storm cloud. Dark cloud means it's getting ready to storm and rain. Is that a tornado warning? Where's that at? Okay. Because I was getting ready to say, if that was a tornado warning in Kentucky, then we're going to have to cancel the weather update and go into wall-to-wall severe weather coverage. But we are watching that very carefully. Made me jump a little bit because I was getting ready to be like, are we going to have to jump in severe weather coverage? But come to find out, it's actually in another area. Here's a look at Louisville. They've turned the camera in Louisville so we can see the what's it called? The buildings in downtown Louisville. Yeah, they've turned the camera just a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out what building that's on top. I know Louisville very well, but I got to figure out what. There seems like there's a. It's on top. It's got to be on top of that one building. Yeah, it's going to be on top of that one tall building next to the Mercer Tower in Louisville. Yeah, it's going to be right on top of that. I've seen that building before, and that's why I'm guessing I know where that's at. Now let's go to the Moorhead, Kentucky has cam. Has cam. Moorhead, Kentucky. But yeah, severe thunderstorm watch for parts of western Kentucky. That means western parts of our viewing area. But I am going to close to it. You might as well count yourself in because severe storms can go outside the watch zone. You might as well count yourself in. because it always says from the Weather Service in and close to the watch area. And what that means is by in and close to the watch that is that for areas in and close to the watch area. Let's look at the last weather cam, which is in Pikeville. Pikeville, Kentucky. There in the mountains. Let's full screen that on Hascam if we can. Come on now. As far as I know, TNA Wrestling, as far as me reacting to it, is still on. But if there's severe weather warnings and stuff at that time, then we will cancel reacting to TNA Impact and we will go into severe weather coverage. That's only if we get tornado warnings. I'm pretty sure it'll be passed by the time TNA Impact is time to react to it. But that's Pikeville. That's the Eastern Kentucky Mountains. So let's right now we ain't got no severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Okay, we just got our first severe thunderstorm warning in Kentucky for the evening. So let me read the bulletin to you guys just real quick. Let me read it for you guys real quick. National Weather Service in Paducah has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Sorry, National Weather Service in Paducah, Kentucky has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Pulaski County in southern Illinois, southeastern Alexander County in southern Illinois, Ballard County in western Kentucky, north central Mississippi County, and southeastern Missouri. Until 4:30 p.m. Central Time. 3:39 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Horseshoe Lake Conversation Area or near Cairo, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Hazard: 2-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Source: trained weather spotter. People and animals outdoor will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Siding windows of vehicles. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Cairo, La Center, Mounds, Barlow, Mound City, Keville, and Olmsted. This includes the following highways: Interstate 57 in Illinois between mile marker 1 and 12. Interstate 57 in Missouri between mile markers 20 and 21. Precautionary/parents actions. This is a dangerous storm. Prepare immediately for large, destructive hail capable of producing significant damage. People outside shall move to shelter inside a strong building and stay away from windows. Thunderstorm damage threat is considerable. So that's going to be a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. And what was the hail size on that? 2 inches? Yep, it's considerable. And because it's got that orange tint to it, which tells me it's a considerable one. Not bad, but if it ends up being destructive, then we will break in for a severe thunderstorm warning. Because there's a new thing here that we've started doing is if there's like a destructive severe thunderstorm warning that's got 80-mile-per-hour wind gust or above and big hail, to treat it as if a tornado is approaching. This is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. Now, if it went destructive, we would go wall-to-wall coverage with it. But if you guys are over in that area, one thing I can tell you guys is just go inside away from windows. Make sure your car is just parked under like a canopy or inside your garage. But again, the tornadic stuff is up to the northeast across New York. I would not be surprised if they don't this area in with the watch. Because the way these storms are tracking, let me put this in play. Depends on where they're tracking is whether they need to extend the watch is my guess. But there's no mesoscale discussion on that, so then again they may not. I would not be surprised if they don't add Henderson, Kentucky, Morganfield, Webster County, Hopkins County, Christian County, Caldwell County, and Trigg County to the watch, and Crittenden County, which is Marion. I would not be surprised if they don't add them into the watch. Because I can tell you this right now, the storms may go outside the watch zone. And we got another severe thunderstorm warning that just now came down. So this is going to be another severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, this is a new severe thunderstorm warning. So this is a new severe thunderstorm warning that just came down. National Weather Service in Paducah, Kentucky has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Alexander County in southern Illinois, central Carlisle County in western Kentucky, northern Mississippi County. Southwestern Ballard County in western Kentucky, northern Mississippi County in southwestern Missouri, southeastern Scott County in southeastern Missouri until 4:30 p.m. Central Time. At 3:43 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Bertrand or near Minor, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Hazard: ping pong ball size hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Impact: people and animals outdoor will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Charleston, Cairo, Minor, Bardwell, Wycliffe, or Wycliffe, however you say it, Bertrand, Wyatt, Blodgett, DeHighstad, however you say it, Wilson City, and Blandville. Oh, Dimestadt. I know how it is. It's Dimestadt. My bad. Took me a little bit. Includes the following highways: Interstate 57 in Missouri between mile markers 4 and 20. Interstate 55 between mile markers 68 and 74. Cautionary/repair intersections. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Hail threat radar indicated. So, this is a baseline severe thunderstorm warning, which means it's just a regular severe thunderstorm warning, nothing super serious. But that one that's kind of orangey is a destructive one. Not destructive, considerable. And the reason how I can show you that is through this. Because look, it's yellow is baseline, which is radar indicated stuff. Considerable, orangey, and then damage threat destructive is pink, and then whatever this is, purple. So you'll know if it's a destructive one because it'll go pink. And then tornado warnings. If it's light red, it's radar indicated. If it's a little bit of a darker red, it's observed. PDS purple, and then emergency is purple pink. And then with flash flood warnings, they're light green. Observed flash flood warning is, I think, red. PDS purple, and then emergency is magenta. But yeah, that's I ain't gonna worry about that. So let's look at what the National Weather Service says. It's gonna say, shall we? Let's move on to the Weather Service. We'll look at because Weather Service as well, and we got another warning coming in. That would be a severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, never mind. We don't have to look at the Paducah one because here it is right here. Conditional storm chance this evening. Confidence in afternoon storms is low, but it's almost medium. Isolated strong storms will be possible across western and south central Kentucky. Okay, they changed that. So south central Kentucky's in it. So our southern counties is in it as well. The main threats is wind, even though it's low. Hail threat is low. The tornado threat is actually not on the board. So you guys don't have to worry as far as the tornado threat. But they just added it into a severe thunderstorm watch because sometimes tornadoes can develop with no warning or with no warning. Weather forecast. Friday will be warm and dry with highs in the mid-upper 80s. A cold front is expected to move through the area. On Saturday, shower chances increase through the morning and afternoon. Storm chances peak Saturday afternoon between 12 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern. And here's the 0 to 12 hour forecast. So Thursday's daytime wind chill is in the 70s. Winds are blowing, wind southwest. Thursday afternoon wind gusts will be in the 20 digits, or 20s, my bad. Chance precipitation is in the 20s, but you got east, there's more precipitation totals. We may get a little bit of rain here, and then the high temperatures in the 70s. So let's go to the 0 to 24 hour forecast. And it's the low temperatures are in the 50s. Wednesday night's wind chill was in the 60s. Winds are west southwest, blowing west southwest. The wind gust is in the single digits. What else? Thursday night chance precipitation or in 48, go in the 40s western, and we could get some little bit of rain tonight. But let's go to the weather forecasting charts. Let me check and see if that was another warning that just came out. Let's see where that warning's at real quick. That would be a... Okay. Where was that at? Did they just issue a new warning for Kentucky? Hold on. No, they didn't. Okay. That's not for us. Okay. So here's where the severe weather threat is. So Arkansas, Missouri, parts of western Kentucky, and Tennessee. And then there's another threat, New York. Yep, in New York, and the rest of this is just general thunderstorms. So let's go look at Friday. So for Friday, there's a severe weather and a flooding threat from Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, Northern Indiana, and so forth. And then we look at. Okay, so they've pushed the severe weather back further east. So it's going to be across northeastern Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia. So it just about goes out of Kentucky and mainly goes into Ohio. It just about goes out of Kentucky. And why we're on the top, I'm going to pull up something because today in weather history, no, I'll do it here. I'll do it on this tab. We're going to talk about April 16th, 1998, severe weather. The 25th year anniversary of the Bowling Green, Kentucky hailstorm. This would be on the Weather Service thing. I posted a thing on Facebook about this in my weather group, but I'm going to show this to you guys from that day. 25 years later, remembering the 1998 Bowling Green, Kentucky hailstorm. On April 16, 1998, a supercell thunderstorm moved from northern Logan County through central parts of Warren, Barron, and Metcalfe counties, and then led into western Adair County. This unforgettable storm caused catastrophic baseball-sized hail, spawned a few tornadoes, and produced copious amounts of rainfall in a short time period that resulted in significant flooding. The storm resulted in significant damage to multiple counties and communities across south central Kentucky. Total damage amounted to over $500 million in damage. Unfortunately, 3 people were killed during the severe weather event. See, look at all the hail that's coming out of that. Look at the hail core from the old Next Red radar from 1998. Like, seriously, look at the Next Red radar. Here's the hail damage. Oh man, there's a video about this. I ain't gonna watch it though. It has Brian Good from Wave 3, Jude Redfield from WDRB, Ryan Vaughn from Brian Good from Louisville, the Wave 3, Jude Redfield from WDRB in Louisville, Ryan Vaughn from KAIT8 out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, and Chris Allen, who used to be on WBKO, which is now in 40 out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. Weather pattern of April 16, 1998 was characterized by a low-pressure system centered over northern Indiana with the cold front that extended to be in the southwest into western Kentucky and Tennessee. Very warm, moist, and unstable air was located ahead of the cold front, and a strong jet stream stretched from Oklahoma to Michigan. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Back then, when they issued tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, and flash flood warnings, there was no such thing as polygons. They shaded in the whole county with the color. So when there was a warning, there was a warning for the whole county. Doesn't matter where the storm was. And here's some hail pictures coming out of Bowling Green from that day in 1998. As a significant supercell thunderstorm moved over Warren County, it dropped baseball-sized hail over Bowling Green. Significant damage was done to a large portion of the city, including $10 million worth of damage to the Greenwood Mall. Cars totaled at all area car dealerships, and roof and water damage to the Bowling Green High School. There was also major damage to over 4,000 homes and businesses just in Warren County. You can see some of the pictures from the homes. Big size hail. Look at that. And then after the hailstorm came the flooding. Unfortunately, following the hailstorm in Western Kentucky, University was pounded by 5 to 5.5 inches of rain in a 3-hour period. This resulted in major flooding because the ground was already saturated due to the previous rainfalls that week. It also flooded because the storm drains were clogged up with big hailstones. And I don't know if you can see that, but there's a car under the water. And I remember watching a video. One of the meteorologists said that there was college students jumping off the bridge, diving off the bridge and jumping in the water like if it was a swimming pool, not knowing that there was a semi underneath all that water and a vehicle. And then after the flood came the tornadoes. The tornadoes occurred as a supercell tracked across south central Kentucky, including the counties of Logan, Warren, Allen, Barron, Metcalfe, and Adair counties. F3 from Logan, Warren, through northern parts of Allen, Barron, goes down to an F2 in Metcalfe County, goes back to an F3 in Adair County. And you can even look at the picture of the old velocity scan. F3 tornado, Logan, Warren, Allen, and Barron counties. 146 homes and 50 mobile homes were damaged or destroyed. 2 fatalities in Barron County and Glasgow. 46 homes, 35 mobile homes, and 25 barns were damaged or destroyed. This is from 1998. And I just want to say this right now. Back then, when they issued tornado warnings, they had different rules. When they issued a tornado warning, there actually was a tornado spotted back then. Then there was the EF2 tornado in Metcalfe County. 116 buildings were damaged or destroyed and 1 fatality. And then we had the F3 tornado that went through Adair County. 30 homes were damaged, 84 barns, 2 schools, and 8 businesses were damaged or destroyed. You can see the car flipped over and the roof ripped off the building. And yeah. Look, yeah, that was pretty crazy. And they said it happened so. One of the meteorologists in the interview, when they interviewed them, said that they thought the sky was going to fall because it produced all of that within a little amount of time. That they thought the sky was going to fall. And that ever since that day, they've never seen anything like that again. That's crazy. And think about this. This is before social media became a thing. This is before YouTube became a thing where you could go live and track this. You had to track this the old-fashioned way. You did have weather radios back then, You also had, well, they had just put up tornado sirens in some of those places at the time. So let's get to the hourly forecast, and then we're going to go 7-day, and I'm going to get off of here. So right now it's 80 degrees, drops down to the 70s all the way through here. 60s, 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 more 60s, 70s, 80s. So the feel like temperatures goes down to the 60s at 11, I think, no 10. And then the 60s at overnight. And then goes back to the 70s about 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's see how much precipitation we're going to get. And then let's look at let's go back to precipitation. 20s. We may not get a lot of precipitation tonight. Let's go to humidity, 30s, then up to 70s. Geez, this is severe thunderstorm warning alerts coming through. And then let's look at the daily forecast today. Light drizzle of rain, high of 80 degrees, low of 65 degrees. Tomorrow, cloudy with mild conditions, high of 83 degrees, low of 60 degrees, mild conditions. Saturday, heavy drizzle, high of 72 degrees, low of 51 degrees. Rain likely. Heavy drizzle, high of 72 degrees, low of 51 degrees. Rain likely on Saturday. Sunday, cloudy, feels like 54 degrees. Feels colder than it looks. High of 61 degrees, low 44 degrees. Sunday, yeah, it's a Sunday. Monday, a high of 59 degrees, low 41 degrees, cloudy with mild conditions. Tuesday, cloudy, warmer than the day before, high of 77 degrees, low 42 degrees. And then Wednesday, sunny, great day to be outside, high of 79 degrees, low 56 degrees. So let's go to composite radar real quick. See if that was it. Yeah, there was. Okay, let me read this severe thunderstorm warning real quick, and then we're going to jump off. This is going to be okay. This is for the Paducah area. What is this? Severe thunderstorm warning. National Weather Service in Paducah, Kentucky has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Massac County in southern Illinois, southern Polk County in southern Illinois, southwestern Livingston County in western Kentucky, northeastern Ballard County in western Kentucky, McCracken County in western Kentucky until 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time. At 4:05 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over La Center, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Hazard 60 mile per hour wind gusts and half dollar size hail. Source radar indicated. Impact hail damage to vehicles expected. Expected wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Paducah, Metropolis, Lone Oak, Reedland, Brookport, Barkley, Regional Airport, West Paducah, Ledbetter, and Kevel. This includes the following highways: Interstate 24 in Kentucky between mile markers 1 and 17. Interstate 24 in Illinois between mile markers 34 and 38. Precautionary / preparedness actions. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. And this is what's the damage threat on this? This is borderline of baseline and considerable. That's why it's yellow. I do see the warnings going outside the watch area. They need to extend the watch for these areas right here, just west of Interstate 24 and along it. They need to put a watch out for that, because I hate to tell you this, Let me look this up and see which way this is tracking real quick. Yeah, it's going to track. It's going to go outside the watch area. They need to do something as far as that. It's going to go right outside the watch area. Look at it. Look at the way it's tracking, y'all. If you guys are in Marion, Princeton, Cadiz, you guys could go under a severe thunderstorm warning. So just want to let you guys aware of that on that. But they need to issue something. It's not in the local area, but it's in the state. So yeah. Only thing I can say for the people that's in the severe thunderstorm warning, make sure your cars is pulled under a canopy or in a garage port or a carport in a garage with a door that can close. And just stay away from windows, because the hail can bust out windows. So, all right, guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If I have to go live for severe weather coverage, which I don't think I will have to, because it seems like this is going to be more of a severe thunderstorm warning event. I don't think this is going to be a tornado warning event. I think it's just going to be severe thunderstorm warning. So there's no reason to do severe weather coverage. So thank you guys for watching. Quarter Pounder, thank you for watching from Chicago, Illinois. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another weather update and later to react to TNA Impact on AMZ. Thank you guys for watching and have a great night.